In this podcast, we will be looking at breaking into and out of the flow. Breaking into and out of the flow are skills fundamental to whitewater kayaking. They allow us to come in and out of eddies, to take a break, to scout the next rapid, and then continue on our journey downriver. Eddies are pieces of slack or slower moving water formed by an obstruction in the main flow. A break-in is moving from an eddy into the main flow, and a breakout is moving from the main flow into an eddy. There are 4 key points when executing a break-in or breakout that can easily be remembered with the acronym PACE: position, angle, speed, and edge. First, we shall look at PACE in relation to the break-in. Position. When breaking into the flow, we are facing upstream and should be positioned to enter the flow right at the top of the eddy. This gives us more control and accuracy when breaking in. Angle. The angle of the kayak is crucial when breaking in. The angle we apply changes on the speed of the main flow, but as a rule of thumb, we should aim 45 degrees into the main flow. The faster the flow, the less angle you need. Speed. In order to move into the flow, we need to be going at full speed. This can take about 2 to 3 strong paddle strokes. The eddy can be imagined as a slipway for the motorway. We need to build up this speed first, then we enter the main flow. Speed is essential so that we can get past and not get caught out by the confused water on the eddy line. Edge. Edge is arguably the most important aspect of a successful break-in, and if you remember nothing else from this podcast, then always remember to lift the upstream edge once the nose has crossed the eddy line. Lifting the upstream edge forces the water under the kayak, pushing us down the main flow and preventing us from capsizing. However, if the edge is engaged before our nose has crossed the eddy line, our kayak will turn us and cause us to become unstable as we are stuck on the eddy line. Another key thing in breaking in is to look to the future water. This allows us to see what's ahead, and wherever our head is facing, our kayak is going to follow, so it aids our turning into the flow. Now we will look at the breakout using the PACE fundamentals. Position. In the breakout, we are facing downstream as we are moving with the flow. As with the break-in, we want to utilise the top of the eddy. The entry point to the eddy should be as high as possible. This stops us missing the eddy completely or drifting to the back of the eddy and slipping out. Angle. In order to attack the top of the eddy, we need to set our angle early. Again, use 45 degrees as a rule of thumb, but this will vary depending on the speed of the water and the size of the eddy we are looking to get into. Speed. In order to move from the main flow into the eddy, we need some degree of speed. If we do not have enough speed to get into the eddy, then we will go past the eddy and continue downstream. This is not an ideal situation if there is a portage or a nasty rapid after. Once you have set your angle, then you put on the power, and that allows you to get across the eddy line and break out. Edge. When breaking out, we need to drop our upstream edge or lift our downstream edge once the nose of our kayak has entered the eddy. Similar to the break-in, this forces the slack water in the eddy under our kayak, allowing us to turn quickly and prevent a capsize. However, you need to remember to keep the upstream edge dropped until the turn is complete, or this could result in a capsize. If you implement these PACE fundamentals when practicing these 2 skills, you will be well on your way to moving across and around the river effectively and proficiently.